There were three huge lab leaks of bioweapons that we were aware of in the 1970s. The first was in 1972 at Kiev, and these are all disclosed. What happened is the number two guy in the Soviet program defected. His name was Kenneth Albeck, and he wrote a book called Biohazards, which you can obtain. And the first of these was at Kiev, where anthrax is a set of bacterial spores, and introduced into a human lung, they mimic pneumonia and the lungs fill up with water. They were incurable until the development of various types of treatments. In any event, there was a leak of anthrax out of the Kiev facility. It actually went into the sanitary sewer system and mutated into a form of anthrax that the Soviets, no fools, then turned and used as their primary form of anthrax. I think it was called anthrax 638, but it's in the book. In 1977, in China, in Western China, a flu appeared. And the flu went all over the world, and it was called the Russian flu, even though it had appeared in China. And scientists looked at it, and you can look it up on Wikipedia as the Russian flu. And when they looked at it, it was inexplicable because it was exactly the same flu that had existed in 1955 in an outbreak and then disappeared from the whole world. And so they said this flu, as a matter of fact, if you were alive in 55, you never got the 77 flu because you were immune from it. So they said someone has preserved this flu in a laboratory and it has escaped. Chinese said, we have no idea what you're talking about. The Russians said, no, not us. Much later, scientists all over the world said it's chemically identical to the 1955 flu. Flus migrate, mutate. It's like John O'Neill going to law school 50 years ago, appearing today. It just can't happen. So somebody has to preserve this in a laboratory. And what happened is, in 1994, the head of the Chinese virology program, outlined in the book, disclosed for the first time that the Chinese had preserved the 55 flu in a laboratory, that it leaked, that they were conducting vaccine trials to try and develop it as an effective bioweapon, and that they didn't know what they had, and that's how it got out. And that's how 700,000 people died in the world.